Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio. So today, we need to take a little bit of a look at Celebrations. Now, Celebrations at the moment is a fantastically popular set. People are rushing around to do pre-orders, etc. I'm going to do a pre-order guide in a couple of days. But we've now had the English reveal, and we've had the Japanese reveal. And quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen, it has led to an awful lot of questions that we just don't have answers to. So in this particular video, we're going to be looking at all the big questions left over from Celebrations and trying to suggest what some of the answers might be. Obviously, when they are revealed, I'll share them with you. But for now, I think it's time for a little bit of a question and answer session. Although I do need to give a massive shout out before we start to the lovely Primal Lugia, because when I was making this video, I got a list of questions together and whacked it over, and I was like, have I missed anything? And we had a bit of a chat because Primal Lugia is awesome. So, couple of things just before we get going. Remember that the release date is October the 8th. Remember that you can only buy these products as products. You cannot buy a booster box, you cannot buy individual packs, although there will inevitably be some shops that open up the products to sell individual packs. You have to buy the boxes, so you buy the Dragapult box, and you get your Dragapult Prime promo and Jumbo promo, 2 Celebrations 4-card packs, and an additional booster pack. Okay, cool. Oh, and a 4-pocket binder apparently, because that's what we really need. I don't know, I just want Dragapult Prime. But you can't go and buy individual packs. Okay, cool. And do remember that although most of the products are out on the 8th, do remember that the Premium Figure Collection Pikachu VMAX, the Ultra Premium Collection, and the Celebrations Collector Chest are not. The first 2 of those products are out on October the 22nd. As it stands at the moment, the Collector Chest has a release date of October. We've not been told the initial date, the actual day. So, with all that borne in mind, what questions do we have? So, first question, and I think this is a pretty big one. How come our set has 45 cards? That is confirmed, that is a fact. And Japan's set has 28 cards. Again, that is confirmed. That is a fact. We've seen Mew. Mew is number 2 out of 28. Essentially, in the main set, we have 17 extra cards that Japan doesn't have. And at the moment, we have absolutely no explanation for this. The likelihood is, and again, I don't know this for a fact, the likelihood is that there are 17 cards that Japan have that we don't, that we are popping into this Celebration set, and we're going to put stamps on. Now, we are also told that our set will contain 4 Pokemon V and 2 Pokemon V Max. We have not been told that Japan set does. Now, incidentally, that does not mean that Japan set doesn't, but it means when we got the South Sheet from Japan, we weren't told anything about Pokemon Vs and V Maxes. When we got the official reveal here, we were told about Pokemon Vs and V Maxes. Now, I cannot say this with certainty, but there are 2 Pokemon V Maxes that Japan currently has that we don't have. And those are Inteleon V Max and Gengar V Max. So, there is a chance that they are actually being put in this particular set. No guarantee, but there is a chance. Now, these were released as their own decks over in Japan, and the last time we had this happen, it was Venusaur and Blastoise, and we ended up getting Venusaur and Blastoise V as V Battle decks, and then we ended up getting them as their own V Max packs. And that was kind of awkward, because if you wanted a 4-4 line of Blastoise V Max, you had to buy 4 Blastoise V decks and 4 of the V Max decks. So putting Inteleon and Gengar in this set would make sense. That would account for the 2 V Maxes that we're currently missing. Then you've got, just promos like Breloom V. We know that Breloom V is coming. We don't know how we're getting it. So there's a chance they could pop Breloom V in the set, for instance. Or they could be new ones. They could be in the Japanese set. We don't exactly know, But I think the most likely answer here is that there are 17 cards that Japan got in another way that we didn't. So Pokemon are going, you know what, pop them in the 25th anniversary set, that will be fine. Because there are 17 cards that Japan are not having in their main set that we are. Speaking of things that we're getting that Japan aren't, in the Ultra Premium Collection, it has been confirmed, properly confirmed, that we are getting 2 metal cards. 2 commemorative metal cards featuring base set Pikachu and base set Charizard. Now, these are obviously going to be very, very sought after cards, I think is fair to say. And as it stands at the moment, there is absolutely no word on how Japan is getting these cards. We have had the 25th anniversary Golden Box shown off in Japan, more on that in a moment. But Japan has not had any announcement of when they're getting these metal cards. Now, there is always a possibility that these metal cards never make it over to Japan, but that is generally not the way it rolls. Japan tend to get kind of everything. The only things that Japan don't tend to get are the really specific promos, like Special Delivery Pikachu, which commemorated the Pokemon Center mailing to Canada now, and things like the On The Ball promos, like the recently released Score Buddy On The Ball, which are literally an England promo. Not even like a Scotland or Wales promo, it's not Great Britain, it's not the UK, it is just England, and they're wearing an England football kit. So I can't imagine that these big, exciting metal cards wouldn't make their way over to Japan, but as it stands at the moment, that is just not something that Japan have got on the cards. Pun intended. And then, of course, we've got the promos. Now, I found it kind of funny that when the reveal happened, we didn't see any of the promo cards. So the Dragapult collection looked like this, with the promo cards deliberately obscured, and then like an hour after this reveal happened, the Brazilian distributor went and just showed their products, which did not have the promos obscured. So we've seen things like Dragapult. Well, actually, let's go through the list quickly. We've seen Dragapult Prime. We've seen Zacian Level X. They are each getting their own product over here. And then we have seen Hydreigon C, Light Toxtricity, and Mimikyu Delta, and all 3 of those are being put into the collector's chest, making it the first collector's chest I'm ever excited about. We have had no word at all, as far as I am aware, on how Japan is getting these cards. There is no way they are in the regular set over in Japan, because they've already got 17 cards less than us, and also, we know that these cards are not tournament legal, no regulation mark. We know that the main set is tournament legal. We have been told it is tournament legal. So there's no way these are in the main set over in Japan. They're also not in the promo pack. I'll tell you why in a moment. We'll get to that in a second. So we don't know how Japan are actually getting these cards. That's something else we need to know. But there are things Japan are getting that we're not. For instance, we know that Japanese packs have 5 holo cards, including a holo energy, and we know that our packs have 4 cards, not including a holo energy. So then we have to ask the question of, are these holo energy going to be Japan exclusive? Are they going to have a new design? Are they going to be special 25th anniversary energy? Or are they just going to be regular Sword and Shield energy? I don't know is the honest answer. We haven't been told. But as it stands at the moment, Japan have 4 card packs with a 5th card that's a holo energy, and we just have the 4 card packs, and that's a little bit weird. Now, I told you a moment ago that the 25th anniversary box has been shown off in Japan, but if we take a closer look, there are a couple of gold promo cards. Okay, kind of exciting, kind of interesting. But for our purposes, what is really exciting is when we look at the set number. Pikachu V is S8AG, so not the promo set, not the main set, a different set. And Pokeball is 002 out of 15 in this same subset. Now, as it stands at the moment, we have no idea. We know Japan has the main set. We know Japan has the promo set that we'll get to in a moment. we don't actually know what this G set is. We know there are 15 cards. We know that the first two are Gold Pikachu and Gold Pokeball. Incidentally, we know that the Gold Pikachu and Gold Pokeball are in the Ultra Premium collection. We know that they are coming there. But what about the other 13 cards? And the answer is, could there be 15 gold cards and then more coming later? Of course, we can combine two of our questions here and make a pretty weak prediction, because I'm not that confident in it. But maybe the other 13 cards are the other promos, so maybe things like Dragapult Prime will be in this S8 AG set along with these gold cards. That is a possibility. That Japan has essentially a second promo set to go with their 28 card set, 2 associated promo sets. Weird. But maybe that's where the promos are coming. That would make sense. I don't know, but it would make sense. Now, the one thing we do know is that we have a 28 card mini set, which is just integrated into Celebrations. So we are told that, in addition, Celebrations will introduce a special subset of 25 cards that are close remakes of iconic cards from the history of the Pokemon TCG, including base set Charizard, Umbreon Star, and Tapu Lele GX. We have been shown the Venusaur, and we know that they are very close reprints, but they've been all holo-fired and have a 25th anniversary stamp. Other than that, they look like straight reprints. Now, incidentally, there are 25 of them. We know Venusaur, Charizard, Umbreon Star, and Tapu Lele. We can assume base set Blastoise. There is no way they leave Blastoise out. That would be absurd. We know that Greninja Star is actually coming in the Elite Trainer box, but that is more like Dragapult Prime, new Pokemon made in an old way, than this, which is just straight reprints. And this 25 card set is blinged up straight reprints of old cards. And we know that Japan has their 25 card promo set, so we can assume with a very high degree of certainty that the 25 card promo set in Japan is going to be the same as the 25 card mini set over here. We are going to get it just in our packs in the same way that we had the shiny cards in Shining Fates. The pull rates, incidentally, are completely up in the air. We have no idea. Japan are going to get them as promo packs, 1 pack per 4 packs of the set bought, 1 card per promo pack, and they're in some other products as well. Now, which cards are going to be in there, we don't know, other than the ones I've told you. And again, the pull rates, we have no idea. I hope they're high, because if the pull rates are really low, and there's also base set Charizard, that card is going to go absolutely nuts. And the final question that I've got, and it's a big question, and I think the answer may well be yes, is, are these cards going to be playable? Now, as it stands at the moment, the only card revealed from the main 28 card set, incidentally, the extra 17 cards for us are up in the air. I'm talking about the 28 card set, which is Japan's set and 2/3 of ours. The only one we've been shown is Mew. And Mew is phenomenal. It is a pseudo reprint of Jirachi from Team Up, in that it is, when it's in the active, look at the top 6 cards of your deck and find an item card. Jirachi was look at the top 5 and find a trainer. This is look at the top 6 and find an item, but they're still extremely similar cards. It is clearly supposed to be the new version of Jirachi. So I then have to ask the question, are they all going to be like this? Is this going to be a thing where, I mean, look, I refuse to believe that Mew is not a deliberate pseudo reprint of Jirachi, knowing how much play Jirachi saw for so long. So, given that I feel extremely confident that they have deliberately reprinted Jirachi as Mew to give a really good card, why wouldn't they do this with all of them? Why would they not just take 28 good cards and do pseudo reprints with new Pokemon, new artwork, etc.? That could be fun, right? And of course, if that does happen, what's that going to do to the set? We've already got a ridiculously collectible set. I mean, you know, this Mew is from the main set, and they're all holo, and look how beautiful it is. Then you've got the 28 card mini set, which has got reprints that look like this, bearing in mind one of them is base set Charizard and one of them is Umbreon Star, and they are going to be very popular cards. If you're telling me then that it's a really good set for collectors and for players, that's ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. Now again, this is me extrapolating from a single revealed card. Let's not go over the top here. We have seen 1 out of 28 cards. But the one card we've seen is clearly a pseudo reprint of a phenomenal card that's seen a ridiculous amount of play for years. There is a very good chance that this carries on. And now I really want to know if it does. And I know I've given you a lot of questions in this video and I've not given you a whole bunch of answers. I've told you what I can. I've given you the best answers I can. And it's one of those where we just have to wait and see, I suppose. It's going to be fun though, isn't it? Like I said it a couple of times and I still feel very strongly about it. There has never been a set which is as exciting as this one. And there's still so much to be revealed. I'm excited, and frankly, I think you should be excited as well. But I want to know how excited you are, so let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.